What is going on, everyone? MikeO back with another Mail Day recap. Got a nice mix, nice selection of oddities and vintage stuff, pre-war stuff, some ultra-modern things as well, but virtually all Phillies related. It's exciting right now in baseball. Late August, pennant races starting to heat up. There's some good races. The AL West has gotten very tight. The NL Wild Card is very tight as well. NL Central still up for grabs. So, it should be a fun month of September. September is always one of the best sports months for me. I'm a baseball, football guy. I'm not really big into hockey, basketball. So you got meaningful September baseball games, and even if teams are out of it, certain players looking for milestones or looking to, maybe win some awards or statistical, batting titles, things like that. So I always find September to be fascinating in baseball. And of course, you're gearing up for the postseason, which is always super fun to watch, whether your team's in it or not. Phillies are in the thick of things, and they should more than likely, hopefully, reach the postseason, which of course should be thrilling and exciting as well. And then football gearing up and getting ready to go and kind of getting in the swing of things. Now, I get fully invested in football, a couple months into the season once baseball is come and gone. But either way, exciting part of the year. So let's jump into this mail day, and I'll just show off some of these things that I've picked up recently. Start here to the right off camera. Here's a Pete Rose, Ralston Purina Company, first annual collector's edition. So nice Pete Rose there. That one was actually tossed in with another purchase, but not one I had. I have a few examples from this set, but did not have the Pete Rose. Here's a sticker of Steve Carlton. So that's a 1985 O-Peachy Steve Carlton. Only disappointing part is this almost like burn mark in it right here. You can definitely feel that there's something on the surface, little indentation. So I got to see what that was part of. An insert here, Master Strokes from Topps Gallery of Bryce Harper. A lot of these cheaper inserts, they look great. That's a great image. Really a clean looking card, and you can get it, for just a couple dollars. So cool Bryce Harper there. This is a product that a lot of people joked about, but last year, 2022 Topps Chrome Cosmic was I guess it was a shorter printed product, and it went ballistic. Before I knew it, was $600 a box. And I will say the inserts are absolutely wonderful, the parallels. I don't even know what this one's called. Might be a nucleus refractor. I forget all the titles, but it looks great. It's an Alec Bohm. I was able to grab it for a few dollars, but these refractors out of this product are great. The base cards I think are only okay. And even the plain refractors, they're all right. Don't mind them. It's these fancy ones that are absolutely great. 2023 version comes out soon. I was actually able to get 2 boxes via pre-sale from Topps. Might have been Montgomery Club, I forget. The prices, I think, are already shooting up a little bit. I have to see what happens when they actually are released, but it's a product that I think is probably a really tough break. Probably like most things, but some products are more extreme where it's you absolutely just got to buy the singles. But that Bohm is super sweet. Happy to add that. This is out of Topps Heritage. This is a short print, the 74 stickers or stamps. So this one has Harper and Hoskins, 2 members of the 2022 Phillies, and then Mike Schmidt and Steve Carlton, 2 members of the 1970s and 80s Phillies teams that reached the postseason a lot, of course, culminating in that championship in 1980. There's a good chance Bryce Harper eventually ends up in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, the top 2 are there. Rhys Hoskins going to be the odd man out, but absolutely a successful Phillies career. Just a really cool card. Happy to add that. Continuing to look for some of the super short prints. The golden mirror image variation. So, got Zach Wheeler. Series 2 has been really tough. You just don't see that many. Series 1 were available. They came out hot. Eventually, there were enough on there where you could win some at auction at decent prices. Of course, they've begun to really dry up, but Series 2 has just been really tough. So Was able to win the Zach Wheeler, so happy to knock another one off the list, but still plenty more to go. Some other oddball items, a few larger sized items. Got this Kurt Schilling, 1997 National League All-Star from Stratomatic. Obviously part of a little game there. It's kind of a cool little oddball. You can get a lot of these neat oddball things where there's not a lot of them out there, but they're not that pricey. So obviously Schilling had a fabulous career, a Hall of Fame worthy career. Then I got this Robin Roberts from 1982 TCMA. I am like, for some reason, and obviously I've known they've existed for a long time, just never paid a lot of attention, but the amount of TCMA stuff out there that's just neat, like this is an awesome looking card, and you shop around, you can get it for a few bucks. So very, very cool little addition there of a Phillies Hall of Famer. So there's certainly a way to collect vintage players and not, get yourself into spending a ton of money, but obviously like to collect a selection of all of it. Couple more here. AGFA. What's it say? You can't see it. I'll see if I can zoom in. Let's zoom it in real quick. High definition color. So, I mean, the color's solid on these cards, but it's not out of this world. But it's Mike Schmidt and Steve Carlton cards from this 22 card set, cards 15 and 20. But very, very nice cards there. I'm not sure exactly what year these are from. I have to look it up. Obviously, post-career for Carlton and Schmidt because it's got their career statistics on the back. But again, neat little cards there. So I'd assume they're from the early 90s. Topps Chrome, which, Topps Chrome's obviously been around for a long time. They've been producing it since 1996. To me, I don't know. It's fallen out of favor with me just because it's such a hard break. I mean, it is the value you get out of either a blaster, hobby, or jumbo. You could do one or two here or there, but it is just, I don't know. It starts to get frustrating and not fun, and that's the problem. There's other products you can break some, and you might not always break even on it, but at least you have a good time opening it. Anyway, I was able to get this single sepia refractor of Bryce Harper for a couple $. So there are still opportunities to get some nice parallels. Got some Topps Now stuff that came in. Alec Boehm explodes for a 2 home run, 6 RBI day, and massive 19-4 win. So nice card there. Continuing to add all the Topps Now cards. And it allows for special moments like this. Wes Wilson, career minor leaguer, has actually played incredibly well at AAA Lehigh Valley this year. Had the opportunity to watch him play a lot, so it was neat when he got the call and he got to play. It was cool to see him have immediate success. Crushes a home run in first at-bat of his major league career. And, had a really solid first game. Only played a few games. He has since been sent back down, not due to poor performance, just a roster size crunch. They had some guys get healthy, but Wes Wilson, so that's a neat one. So it's a cool moment, cool memory. Get to add that to the collection and get a card of him, Phillies card of him in the collection. And you never know what'll happen. He could very well be in, say, Series 1 or Topps Heritage next year, but he's one of those guys that could also be dealt or something in the off season and end up not having a Phillies card. So who knows? And then, of course, another special memory, Michael Lorenzen, absolutely incredible in his first home start in Philadelphia, tosses a no-hitter. That was pretty crazy and a really fun game. The Phillies have had a lot of really special moments and fun games recently. Trey Turner standing ovations, which seems to have gotten him going. Michael Lorenzen with the no-hitter, the Wes Wilson. These were actually in the same game, which is crazy. The first Major League at-bat home run. Trey Turner just had a walk-off the other day. It's been a lot of fun baseball. So for as much frustration that takes place, you get a lot of fun moments as well. All right, got a few stamps here. I believe these are 1989 Simon stamps. Picked up a few of these, again, cheap on eBay. A little disappointed in the condition of the Connie Mack. Always like picking up Connie Mack stuff. This one is just, you can see it's got the roll in it. It looks like it was like damp at some point. So Little disappointed in that one. These are very cheap, though, so not the end of the world. And then picked up some all-time great Phillies. Hall of Famer Ed Delahanty, Grover Alexander, Chuck Klein, and Dave Bancroft. So very cool. The Bancroft's really neat that it has the Phillies hat there. So, again, just cheap, cool additions. Might see if I can get one of those slabbed, see what they do. And then we got some PSA and SGC pickups. So this, again, I just somehow saw it browsing. Gem Mint 10, 2005 Topps Steve Carlton. This is from the Topps Retired set, I believe. Won this for like $4 or $5, so figure what the hell, why not? I mean, looks great. And then this one I actually won from an auction house. It's a 1960 Holmes to Holmes William Killefer Jr. in a pour 1. This one I might actually send in to get reholdered. I could clean the slab up a little bit. I mean, I do like the new labels better, but there's just a few too many scratches in it that, sometimes it's just worth doing. This has got a residue which I could clean off, but these scuffs will be really hard to get out. Obviously, the card is clearly in poor shape. Just one you don't see come up that often. Killefer was Phillies catcher. He was on the 1915 team that won the pennant, the very first Phillies team to reach the postseason. So that's pretty neat. He was a catcher for a few years there. He was a favorite of Grover Cleveland Alexander's, and he was actually traded with Grover Cleveland when the Phillies ended up trading those two for a couple of players and cash considerations, which I think was the biggest part of that deal. So thought it was neat to pick that one up. And then a few PSA cards here. Got a 1910 E93 Standard Caramel Red Doohan. He was a catcher for the Phillies as well. He was with them in the early 1900s, and I think his last year with them was actually 1914. So I think he was out right before they made that 1915 run. So they kind of overlapped a little bit as catchers. This guy was also a manager for quite a while as well. So always neat to add some of these things. Here's a Dave Bancroft, 1916 Famous and Bar Company. Dave Bancroft in a 2. St. Louis Foremost Boys Clothes Store. But really nice image there. And then the final card, also from PSA, it's a Fine 9. It's a 2022 Finest Flashbacks Bryson Stott Prism Refractor. Prism Refractors are serial numbered out of 35. And Stott has had a really, really good second year. He had a really good rookie year, especially with kind of the way he was used and such, kind of out of position and learning new things. But he's stepped it up to a whole new level this year. He is really, really good. He's never probably going to get the hobby love that maybe he deserves. I mean, I've seen quite a few people collecting his stuff, but he's more of an average guy, not as much of a power guy. And generally speaking, power is what sells in the hobby. Obviously, Luis Arraez, when he was making his little run at the 400 thing, he was catching some attention in the hobby. But after he kind of came back to earth a little bit, obviously that interest starts to fade a little bit. But that's it for the mail day. Appreciate you guys watching. I will be back with another mail day real soon. And for that one, you might want to get ready, get your sunglasses on, because it is going to be full, absolutely full of shine. I'll talk to you next time. Have a great one.